You might grumble when you're behind the wheel, and rightly so. A study out today from the Texas A&M Transportation Institute reports Austin traffic is some of the worst in the entire state.
It ranked a stretch of I-35 in Austin as the third most gridlocked in the state and #1 when it comes to truck congestion. KXAN's Tahir Rahman reports on improvements that may finally take us off that list.
If you live in Central Texas, chances are you've been here before, stuck in Interstate 35 traffic.
Frustrated.
It's pretty awful.
You have to just keep dealing with it.
Texas A&M researchers say this stretch of the highway is one of the worst in the state, from U.S. Highway 290 in North Austin to Ben White Boulevard in South Austin. TxDOT has an expansion plan for I-35 through Austin, split into south, central, and north projects. They would add 1 or 2 carpool lanes in each direction. The agency says that would free up other lanes for trucks and cars with 1 driver.
If we're only relying on 35, there's only going to be more congestion, and adding more lanes won't help at all.
If we were never going to grow again, widening a road would be, well, maybe for safety or something like that.
But since we are growing, transportation research scientist David Schrank says highway expansion does help. He points to Houston as an example.
When everybody's trying to go to work at 8 a.m. or come home at 5 p.m., there's going to be congestion. But what we've seen, for example, on the Katy Freeway is the rest of the day is more reliable.
Schrank says expanding public transit, like through Project Connect, also plays an important role in easing congestion.
Every little bit helps,
Tahir Rahman, KXAN News.
And TxDOT says the I-35 Capital Express projects are on track, and they will create shared use paths on both sides of the highway and add cross streets and bridges for walkers and bicyclists. The South project broke ground earlier this month, and they do expect to break ground on the North project early next year. The Central project is under environmental review, with a public hearing expected early next year.
And for some more context, Austin ranks #4 when it comes to the top 10 worst cities in the U.S. for drivers. That's according to Bloomberg. New York City, Chicago, and Miami lead the way, while Los Angeles actually lands right behind Austin. The 2 other Texas cities to make the list are San Antonio and Houston at numbers 7 and 8.